I wanted to record a quick video. So my mic is okay. Because my teacher was saying everybody has to manifest powers every day. And I was thinking, what is my powers? Jewelry making is one of the things I focus on. Body cleansing is another thing I focus on. I did a nicotinic acid cleanse yesterday, and you could see my skin. I woke up with a zit on Wednesday, and when I did the steam room same day, in a half hour it went away. And then yesterday it a little bit was there. I did a little bit charcoal and haritake powder, just rubbed it on, and it went away. And yesterday I did a nicotinic acid cleanse, and already my face, you could see a difference. So what did I do yesterday? Was I made a new jewelry. One of the things Samrajya Lakshmi is supposed to be good at is to wear a jewelry that is vichitra. That's what Shiva calls. Vichitra means, chitra means art. Vichitra means it's so bizarre, but it's captivating. That's the closest I could think of. So what happened was, there was a patient of mine who gave me an elephant jewelry. She wanted me to wear it. Sasha wanted the chain, so I gave him the chain. So I only had the elephant. And I went to a Tibet store and I bought this as a keychain with this dangling thing. Okay, so that was a keychain. So I loved it so much, I broke it down. And when I went to Lakshmi temple, I found this thread, which is a gold thread, okay, on the doorstep. And I love whatever I find in our sanctum, because I want to create that vibration in me. So that thread I took. Okay, now this is my new jewelry. So it has that original keychain. I think it is called, it's a earth stone. Adentrite, or I have to look it up, okay, because it has a very different name. And then this one in a dollar store, a patient got me. It was a bracelet with stones and a little turtle, okay. So everything was broken, so I decided to make it into a jewelry. This is my first bell. I wore it for my prayer thread. And the best part is, the bell doesn't have the thing inside to make a noise. But when it rubs on the turtle, it makes the noise. So it's Anahata bell. That's what I call it. The bell that doesn't have the noise on its own, but it is able to make the noise. This, one of my patients, his name is Mark, he gave me. This is the gift. He's very shy. He said he was so scared to get me gifts, but he said he somehow wanted this for me. And he wanted to know whether I'll honor it. I said, of course I will. And this Shiva gave me this ring in his temple. I found it right in front of his sanctum, just this ring. So I took that. And this Victoria, who's my friend, she has Moringa Tree of Life. She gave it to me. It's called Shengai, like kakaipon, right? Like the shiny thing that you get. I don't think that is kakaipon. Shengai is actually a meteor that hit Russia, and it is a cleansing stone. So you can put it in water. And so then the elephant. Okay, so I made the elephant. And then the last part is this ring. So now I have very nice jewelry with the beautiful stuff. So that was what I was making yesterday. I completed that, and I lost my ring for some reason. Shiva stole my ring. I don't know, because he liked it probably too much. And then what I'm working on is, one of the things our teacher was saying was to go into the depth. This is a new video which I watched yesterday. He recorded it in October of 2017. And in that he says, when you produce noise, we thought that going into the depth space, the heart, like the center, then it is meaningless. But whereas when you go into the depth, this is the way I'm translating. I'm sure he says it another way. When you go into the depth, the noise we produce, even if it is only a few words, it's musical, right? You bring the sweetness because you bring your core of yourself. So one of the things I'm observing with my family is they talk to me with frustration. Like my husband talks to me with little bit of expectation, and when it loses, he loses patience. So it's like almost like they breathe fast, right? So they go into hyperventilation. I mean, this is another way I'm saying it. I'm sure uh, logically you can say it like you get hurt, you get angry, you get frustrated. But the way I'm translating in bioacoustics is it's all musical vibrations. So I was looking into it from a bioacoustic perspective. So when you use G sharp notes, which is associated with liver, pancreas, G sharp, and so G is pancreas, G sharp is liver, gallbladder. What happens is you're doing either frustration, fear, or anger. And if I'm using Vitruvian Man and I'm going to put with Vitruvian Man, let's say my head is in that area, it is not the direct opposite, which would be emotional integration, D sharp. I think if it is G sharp, it would be C sharp. So let's say like I'm not even looking at C sharp. So if I'm going to do it as a Vitruvian Man, my two legs would be on either C, which is validation, or D sharp, which is emotional integration. So if in case the right side happens to be, um, I think, physical. So if there is physical issue, let's say like I'm hungry and I'm frustrated, you want to eat first before, or a drink, take a sip of water, coffee, or whatever it is, and then do the D sharp note, which would be much more integrating. Or C note would be validation, which means it's spirit. Actually, that would be environmental. See, D sharp is more emotional integration. C note would be validation, which means environmental toxicity, detoxing and stuff. This is a very advanced way to train people, but my head, I'm putting it there so I can bring it to the next level. Whatever I teach today would be valid 20 years later. So I'm like, working with speech consciousness, but I'm just telling you how I'm processing. And this is my new jewelry. I want to introduce you guys. I'm so stoked. You can hear that, right? Bell. I love it. Have a good day, guys.